EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the eastern shores of Wisconsin and Whistling Straits, it's live third-round coverage of the Kohler Open. Well, if yesterday was any indication, we should be in for a memorable weekend of golf here as we take in the leaderboard on this Saturday. Xander Schauffele is the leader. He currently sits at 12 under par. And the golfer we'll be watching, definitely in contention, just 3 shots off the lead. Ooh, and a tough start to the morning here. That one a bit wild and into some early trouble. The lie is not a friendly one, but still a chance to get on in 2 with a good shot here. Not taking the easy road on this hole, but still a chance to get out of here respectably, Frank.
Yeah, if that ball had just missed that bunker, got some decent distance out of that deep rough. It's only the first hole, and the touch, as we can see, is sadly lacking.
Well, that, not his finest effort, and it's going to leave a very anxious putt to save bogey. This is a 9-footer. Okay, good putt there, but it is a bogey here at 1. And he'll fall back to 8 under par. We move on to the 597-yard second, the shorter of the 2 par 5s on the front. Gentle dogleg left. If you go for the green in 2, beware of a deep hot bunker 35 yards short of the putting surface. That one flirting with the left edge of the fairway. Be a little disappointed with that because it lands in the rough and it appears to be fairly thick over there. And that's where you need to be, back into the fairway on this par 5. Third shot, looking for a good one. Good putt there. It's in for par here at the second. And he's going to remain at 8 under. Now the stunning 188-yard par 3 third here at Whistling Straits.
Yeah, the green angle's to the left. You have to be careful because it's well protected by those huge bunkers and dunes on the left.
That is straight into the thick stuff. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
And we were flirting with Lake Michigan there, there's no doubt about it, down on the left-hand side. Much like the last hole, you don't see much of the putting surface if you're over here.
Thick rough, that's for sure. You can really see it slow the club face down. Balls come up way short.
Nope. That one in for a bogey here at the third. And that'll drop him back down to 7 under. Up next, the hardest hole on the course, the intimidating 494-yard par 4 fourth. Many players avoid the mounting on the right side of the fairway, only to bounce their tee shots left toward the bunkers and dunes that fall off toward Lake Michigan. That one a little straighter than the first 2 drives of the round. This going to be safely in the fairway here at 4.
The strike was fine on the pitch shot. Ball first, then turf. Just wasn't really hit hard enough.
Good putt there. It's a bogey 5 here at the par 4. And he's going to fall to 6 under par. Now the 5th hole, and Frank, what a par 5.
Well, strategic par 5. It's almost the shape of an S. That's why it's called snake. The best and most conservative way to play this hole is just simply play it as a 3-shotter. Tee shot down the left, second shot up there, and then just take the wedge in.
No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. Iona, a second coming up.
And it's a smart play to take it down the left-hand side here at the 5th hole, and most likely we're looking at 3 shots from here on in.
Ooh. You could see that grass just kind of grab the club face, and that's going to wind up just okay. Iona's down there. This for birdie.
Well, for a long putt like this, there's really not a whole lot to it. I think you'll fancy his chances at this one.
Just 5 feet left. Oh no, I thought that was in for sure. Just a little jag right at the end, gonna leave it on the lip. Okay, that one brushed in for bogey here at the 5th, and he'll fall back to 5 under. Hole number 6, and another scenic view off the tee. It's a 409-yard par 4.
Yeah, the hole is well bunkered around the 300-yard mark. Ideally, you want to have that tee shot just short of that. Then it's not too hard a second shot.
Solid, a good drive in the fairway. The big drive got him here. Now a short one for his second. Okay, on the green, but that's going to leave a putt that will get your attention. Let's bring in Nota Begay III for a look at birdie.
And a glassy look to this putt as it works downhill with right to left in it.
Yeah, tough to know just how far out to the right to play that one. I mean, that was not far enough. Oh, no, a lapse in concentration there. That'll cost him. Okay, it's a bogey here at number 6. And that's going to drop him back to 4 under par. Heading now to the picturesque par 3-7, 221 yards along Lake Michigan. Long green making club selection absolutely crucial and putting a challenge. That is going to be tough in there. That is into the heavy stuff. Now a second to this par 3. Yep, well done. That's in for par here at 7. And he'll remain at 4 under. Onward to the 506-yard par 4-8 with over 100 bunkers. The 8th testing every golfer's nerves. Imperative to favor the left side to avoid a severe drop-off to Lake Michigan and dunes and bunkers on the right. And no issues there. Good tee shot in the short grass. Frank, when we stop staring at Lake Michigan in the background, what should we be focusing on?
or somehow you're going to have to thread a long iron in between those bunkers right and Lake Michigan.
Oh no, I think he was about ready to walk that in. That looked on target the whole way. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And he'll remain right where he is. Well, this hole you have to be airtight, as they say, T2 green. And why do we say that? Because if you look ahead, about 100 yards short of the green, there's an enormous tree which could block your approach. So positioning off the tee is critical so that you have the right angle to this 9th hole as we close out the front side. Now Noda, his second from the fairway.
It's about 137 yards to the front, 151 to the hole. Pin is in the left back portion of the green.
Another example there of the struggle today. Iron shots just not getting in close enough, and now another difficult 2-putt.
A birdie putt down to Iona.
Yeah, it's a long putt, so pace is important, but there's not a whole lot to it. I fancy the chances of getting this close.
Okay, good putt there for his par here at the 9th. And that's going to be a 41 on the front side, 5 over par. Starting off the backside with a 391-yard par 4-10. Best to try and hug the left side of the fairway. You have to avoid the deep bunker on the right, which demands a 240-yard carry. Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. So not a whole lot left to go here as he'll set up his second to this par 4. Shot. I mean, from that lie, could have gone a bunch of different ways, but it went the way you want them all to go, right into the hole. 645-yard par 5 11th. They call this hole the sandbox, and hopefully, Frank, you're not picking up the shovel here.
Yeah, I don't care who you are. If you're reaching this par 5 and 2, then you don't belong on this planet. What a way to feel. Eagle on the previous hole, just swinging easy and just stripes another one. You playing with house money?
Now a second from well over 300 yards. This will be about positioning. Frank, this is a huge par 5. How reachable is it?
Well, probably chances of getting home there, you're going to need something around the 340-yard mark off the tee. If you've done that, well, one thing to be aware of is that huge bunker, that huge deep bunker short left of this green. No, it's a decent-sized green. It's not bad, just a little past the hole.
A birdie putt here at the 11th.
And he let quite a few opportunities slip through the cracks on the front side, so he'd love to take advantage here.
Slow down. Okay, that'll run about 4 feet by. Okay, well done. It is a par here at 11, and he'll remain at 6 under par. Up next, it is the number 18 handicap hole, but don't be fooled. The 163-yard par 3 12 has the most challenging green at Whistling Straits. that one was running so high. Second shot now, here at the par 3. Was close. So a tough hole, and it's in for bogey at 12. And that won't help the cause one bit. Arriving here at the 402-yard par 4 13. It's called Cliffhanger with good reason. The green hanging over the cliffs above Lake Michigan. Best to favor the left side of the fairway if possible. Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. From the fairway nota, this is second.
Looking at 103 left to the hole, pin in the right front.
Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
"14 feet to the hole. Needs to slow a bit. Okay, that's still going to be a good 4 feet, though, coming back. Well read. That's in for a bogey 5. And that's going to drop him down the leaderboard just a bit. Moving now to the 14th, 396-yard par 4, dogleg left. Cutting the corner is a big risk due to a big fairway bunker. Now to the par 4 14th, it is a dogleg left, about 396 yards.
Yeah, it really narrows up around that 300-yard mark. So this is another hole, really, where you don't need a driver. But somehow you've got to get that ball in the fairway. Remember, 250 yards only leaves 145 in.
And that's going to hug the left side of the fairway, but it looks like it's going to wind up being okay. Second shot forthcoming from the left side of this fairway. Well, had a good lie in the fairway, but couldn't do anything with it. That comes up woefully short.
Everybody goes to the range and they all want to hit 300-yard short shots. But those little chip shots are just as important.
Okay, no further damage. It's a bogey 5. And he's going to slide backwards to 3 under par. Frank, lots of sand and beach in view here at the 15th.
Yeah, this starts a tremendous 4-hole run to the clubhouse. And this is going to require your best tee shot. Maybe a little fade off the tee would keep it away from those bunkers on the left and set up that second shot.
That will be more than adequate. It's safely into the fairway. Wind coming from his right as he gets set for his second. Look at birdie here at 15.
Yeah, and over a putt like this, you've really got to trust the fact you've banked the practice, you trust the process, and certainly trust the line.
Yeah, that's a pretty good putt. Just a little bit off the mark. Okay, a solid par here at the 15th. And he'll stay at -3. Onward now to the shortest par 5 at Whistling Straits, the 16th at 568 yards. It's reachable into, but there are plenty of dunes and bunkers that can steal your glory. All right, in the fairway.
Two solid shots at the par 5 and found the green side bunker. Lie looks good. Now, just needed a good bunker shot.
And that ball kind of got away a bit coming out of the bunker, and it is going to roll off onto the fringe. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Okay, didn't want to let that one get away. It is a par here at 16, and he'll stay right where he is. Here we are at the 249-yard 17th. It is one of the best par 3s in golf. Remember what Jordan Spieth did at the Ryder Cup? That incredible shot from on the bank left, sent it way up into the air, and then he went straight down, almost into Lake Michigan. Yeah, this is all you want. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Now chipping up to the putting surface for this, his second shot.
Chip shots, you've got to be so precise. You see all the contours of the green. You know, just needed a few more feet out of that one. Oh my goodness. Okay, that one finished off for a 5 here at the par 3. And he'll drop back now to 1 under par. Unquestionably, the best finishing holes in golf require your best shots. You want to win the championship, you need to deliver down the stretch. 520 yards, par 4 18th here at Whistling Straits. You can come in with a shorter iron if you take the aggressive line off the tee, but that's a 270-yard carry over the dunes and bunkers. If you want to play it safe, you go down the right side. That's going to leave you a longer shot in. You make 4 here, you will have earned it. You make 3, you will have likely won it all. Gotta think this an extra half club or more as he sets for his second into the wind.
And we'll have to see here. It looked like that ball hopped from the lighter rough into the heavier stuff. Oh, that is how you get to be world number one. A beautiful shot there to get it in tight. Okay, so that will wind up a par at the last. This will be a disastrous third-round score of 80. Well, without a doubt, a disappointing Saturday for our featured golfer. High expectations coming in, but it's an over-par round, leaving him well back.
Rich, the sadistic side of me actually sort of enjoyed seeing someone struggle. I know you don't want to hear that, but we see people play so well week in, week out. It's nice to see someone show us that this game's really hard.
So, for Frank Nobilo, Nota Begay III, and Iona Stephen, I'm Rich Lerner. We'll see you next time on EA Sports PGA Tour Golf.